pleasure to introduce to you the man of the hour,
Tony.
Hello and welcome to At the Gates. I am your host, Tony, and I am here at Sahlen Field in the bottom of the eighth, and the wave is coming through now. So, second time seeing the Toronto Blue Jays, neither time in Toronto, and both in different stadiums, and they are the home team. Weird. So this, compared to Dunedin, is night and day. This feels like a major league complex in comparison to that, but it still feels like a minor league park. I will do an addendum, but 7 on the day, and just trying to get that third out toss-up, which has eluded me. It, like I said, 8th inning, nothing. So, fingers crossed, wish me luck, and I'll see you after this non-existent pause.
Welcome back. Game is over, and I am in a different state. I'm actually in an Erie part of this nation, Erie, Pennsylvania, well, just outside of it. And that's where I'm going to be staying the night, and ended the day with 8 baseball, so that's one more than when I left you. And I also got a pretty sweet lineup card, but I did get technically a third out ball, but I got an umpire ball. So thank you, Nick Lentz. Got that one in, of all places, the right field area, because that's where they walk off to. Very strange. I've never done that before, but that's also where I got the lineup card, because the Orioles coach, I asked him for the lineup cards, just kind of the regular ones, and he said that he didn't have them. But then when he got past the fence and started to walk into the visitors' clubhouse, he was like, hold on. And he gave me the big one that they hang up in the dugout. And he said since he saw me there the entire day, that I would be rewarded. So, thank you, kind sir. Feels pretty cool to have a piece of memorabilia from Sahlen Field. Even says it on the lineup card, so pretty sweet. And speaking of Sahlen Field, it's an experience. It was weird. It's definitely a minor league field, but not so intimate and minor like Dunedin. Dunedin is A ball, so it's much smaller. But this one felt like a weird, I don't know, like kind of what I would imagine a stadium that was maybe built in the 80s, because it was, that was prepped for a Major League Baseball team that was small, which they were also going for. I don't know, like it was weird because there was no outfield area, and obviously it's a much smaller stadium because it is a minor league field, but the renovations were nice, but it definitely did feel like it had like 2 different lives, because the new stuff was new and the old stuff felt almost kind of like the Metrodome, where it was all just the concrete and not a lot of life, very practical and nothing else, no frills, and even kind of seemed faded, kind of like the fields down in Florida when you get that much sun it fades, but I don't know, maybe when you get that much snow it also fades. Sahlen Field, I'm not quite sure which one I liked more. between the two, between Dundee and Buffalo. That one I might actually take a little bit longer to ponder. For its uniqueness and its inability to show its age like Sahlen did, it might go to Dundee. I don't know. It was an experience though. I'm glad that I went, and I'm glad that I had a fun time. Got to see Zach there, and it's just all New York City for me on this trip, because up next will be Benny and Greg here in Cincinnati, and that's why I'm driving a little bit outside of Buffalo, is to put me in a better spot to finish off the drive here in the morning. Well, the drive here in a few hours, because it's already past midnight. So I fear that this is just going to turn into a rambling podcast, and you don't need that. I don't need that. If I have any more addendums, they will be slapped on at the end of this, but let's try to keep it short. I'm going to say I'm calling it now. This is the end of this episode. Unless there's an emergency, but I don't think there's going to be an emergency. This is the end. You can stop it. Well, actually, watch the video from Sahlen Field, but also it's done. Thanks for listening. Bye.